Welcome to Truth, Money, and Freedom. Today is November 1st, 2019. Hey, gang, it's far past time that I provided you guys an update with Missouri Senate Bill 367. And I apologize that I haven't gotten back to you on this. As you guys know, in August, I had a lightning strike. Lightning actually hit my house. And so I've been pretty busy since then, of course, evidenced by the lack of videos lately. But I wanted to cover this bill, and a lot of people have asked questions. It got 21,000 views. I mean, it was a popular video. And it was back in March. And I've talked to the senator's office. Senator Burleson, by the way, is who I'm referring to. Missouri State Senator Burleson. Along with my compliments, I had a few questions. And apparently, this bill that I did a video about actually never made it out of committee. I'm ashamed to say. So, with a little bit of conversation I had with the senator's aide, I think it was probably the lack of us, the lack of the people calling their senators and representatives in support of this bill. Indeed, even the petition, let me switch screens here, the petition, shoot, look at that. It's like 2,258 out of 2,500. I don't trust change.org. I don't trust that number because there were far, far, far too many interested people in the state of Missouri on my channel and others. And I've got a small channel, and there's some big channels out there. But we failed. I meant, let's, just say, what it is. It was a failure. It was a failure of us, the people, to actually support this bill vocally, make phone calls, and spread the word. And I have some good news for you, though. For those of you who are wondering, if something like this will happen again, and the answer is yes. I've been assured that this bill is going to be introduced for next year's docket. It is actually going in for, once again, into committee next year. Now, the bill will have a new number, I'm sure, or a new name. This one is the Second Amendment Preservation Act. That's what it's called. It would be Missouri Bill SB 367. And I would like to just throw a future request. I will cover this like nothing else on my channel. You guys have my word on that. When this new bill gets introduced by the senator, I will be all over it with the YouTube channel, and I'll need your guys' help to make sure. And by the way, I am going to put a list in this video. However, I'll do it in videos. Probably in February is when the next bill will be introduced, by the way. Now, I can't give you a date or a time specifically, but I'm suggesting that is a possibility because that's when this one was introduced, was February of 2019. But I've got a list of all the senators, but also, too, I need to get a list of representatives, which I'll get on a subsequent video. We need to let them know we support a bill like this. This is what we want. We don't want our rights whittled away, our freedoms taken away by the federal government. Missouri can say, listen, the right to bear arms shall not be infringed, to the federal government. Say, we're just not going to take all this crap you guys are shoving at us for whittling away the Second Amendment, for taking away our rights. So, at any rate, here I'm going to also link down below here. This is a track bill, for the Missouri Senate. And you guys can learn anything you need to know about this bill. When it was introduced, it looks like it was February 7th of 2019. And looks like the formal calendar, Senator bills for perfection. But at any rate, August was the time frame that it had to be voted on by the Senate, because that's the end of session for the year. So, guys, we'll stay on top of this, and we will make sure that the next bill that comes through gets a lot more support. But I will do it. And those of you in Missouri, please support this bill. And I'll tell you what, I'm even going to give a shout out to everyone who's in the United States, but not in Missouri. If you've ever considered moving to a state where you have the right to bear arms uninfringed by federal government regulations, red tape, you might want to call these senators and say, you know what, I'd consider moving to your state if this were a law. So when the time comes, we'll come up with a battle plan, and let's try and get this, not just a bill, but a real law here in Missouri. And by the way, this would alter the Missouri Constitution. So this would be this new law, the Second Amendment Preservation Act, would be enshrined in the Missouri Constitution. So that's how important this is, for us and for anyone else who really kind of needs, like for instance, California. I need to do a podcast with American Man. In California, they just passed a whole bunch more anti-gun laws in California. In the midst of all these fires, I mean, no one's even paying attention. When these fires go on in California, people lose their rights like crazy, and they're not even paying attention because the news is all about the fires. So, all right, gang, but that's what I had for an update on this. And you guys have my word that when a new bill gets introduced, we'll probably have weekly videos, weekly updates. We'll definitely be more aggressive in supporting the bill, and I need your guys' help to do that too. And if it comes down to basically sharing the videos or whatever, I don't care about the size of the YouTube channel. I don't care about numbers. I don't. We have 650 subscribers, and I'm honored. This isn't about getting a bigger channel. This is about getting a very important bill passed in Missouri. We need support. So, basically when we start doing this hopefully in about 3 months, 4 months or so, that we can get a little momentum with sharing of videos, sharing of information, getting people to call senators and representatives. I'll provide all the information that you guys need to do this when the time comes. And then if there's some problem senators or problem representatives, I'll see if I can get that information. By that, what I mean is those who will not support the bill. Make sure that they get some extra phone calls as well, letting them know they should be supporting the bill. Okay. All right, guys. There is so much going on in the news. I'm going to see if I can eke out one more video today, but I wanted this one to be about the Senate bill that unfortunately died in committee. So, all right. That's it for this particular video. You guys have a wonderful day, and may God bless each and every one of you.